you get the grant,
Yep.
you get the building, you hire the executive director.
Hmm.
Then from that point, you end up 4 years later moving to downtown Lowell.
Yeah, so we actually had to get actually what happened before that, we had to partner up with CTI because we weren't technically our own nonprofit. And so they became kind of our fiscal sponsor. So we did that. And then once we were about to move, we had to make a decision on whether or not we needed to be our own 501c3, which is what we did.
Right.
And it worked out great for us. But yeah, that was part of the whole journey into it. Is just the idea of us being independent and just kind of taking things on our own. And keep in mind too that the street worker program, which is where I started, used to be out of the city of Lowell. We went to them and said, well, can we make it the UTEC street worker program? And so they transferred everything to us because it just made sense, right? Like it was the one department in the city that didn't really fit with what they did. And so it would fit in a youth center.
Hmm.
And so we did that, and to this day, the Street Work program is still thriving at UTEC. So,
Yeah, I mean, you still see them in downtown,
oh
kind
yeah,
of walking
oh yeah,
around.
yeah.
Is it orange
The
and black
orange,
jacket? Yeah, yeah, orange and black. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I was gonna say, I see how they transition from all black jackets to
yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
now you can't.
Well, the orange, it's funny. People asked that question, and it was because it was one of the only colors that no gang had claim to. And then you could see us like a mile away. So that was the other
Yeah.
thing. You're like, street workers. Um, and so that was cool. And, we always joke because the kids would always see us like, whenever we'd go to a place where there was going to be a fight or something like that, they're like, how do you know? Which made me laugh is because you guys tipped us off.
Right. Yeah. You were talking about it next to
You
us. Yeah,
told
yeah,
us.
yeah,
And in
yeah.
some cases, it would be the person fighting. They would say to us, "Hey, this is going down, and I'm gonna take care of this person." Blah 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 blah. And I'm like, "Okay, what time? At 2 o'clock. You better not be there." Okay, we won't. And then
Yeah,
we show up,
yeah,
and they get to save face. We get to make sure that we build a relationship. So it worked out.
yeah. So it's almost like they were. I would think, looking back at it as an adult, not so much as the kid in the picture, but like as an adult similar to you, I would think they're almost telling you because they want to prevent it.
Oh,
You
100%.
know,
The thing,
they're,
nobody wants to look over their shoulder,
yeah,
right? And the thing is that everybody thinks as a spectator, a lot of kids want to see the fight. But the people that are in the fight, if there's a way of avoiding it, why not, right? It's very rare that I would bump into somebody that really just wanted to fight. If anything, they would do a lot to make sure that we knew the information. And the other thing too is that some of the stuff that we're fighting about was silly, right? Like it was either about a relationship or somebody said this, something said that. And we came in and we looked like the bad guys because we would separate the fight. We would get them to talk about and mediate the conversations, and then they would be friends. And so we were okay with being like, "Oh, you ruined everything." That's what we
yeah,
do. So we do.
yeah.
We would joke around with them too. And the other thing too is our young people, I love them, but it'd be like 40 kids walking in the same direction. So even if we didn't know, we're like, "That's strange.
Yeah,
Where's
yeah, yeah,
everybody
yeah,
going?"
yeah.
And we'd go and we'd joke as we're walking. I was like, "Hey guys, where's the party?" "Oh my God, can you get away from us? Get away! You're gonna ruin everything." I was like, if you're going, I'm going.
Yeah. We're one,
So
bro.
we're
Yeah,
getting
yeah,
on
yeah,
this.
yeah.
But it worked out, and then there were so many kids that would tip us off by giving us calls. Um, but I think a lot of that was people wanted to feel safe. People trusted us. People knew that there wasn't more than other than helping, right? You weren't gonna. It wasn't like we were gonna call the police or anything. It was just like
Yeah, let's see if we
let's
can
try to
stop. Yeah.
mediate this problem before it
Mm.
became a bigger issue.
Right.
And so yeah, and to this day, I love when I bump into, like, I'm in Market Basket, and someone's like, "Do you remember when?" I'm like, "Yeah, I remember."